So I heard Jennifer Weiner is complaining again.
That's not what I heard.
I heard she's complaining that people are complaining that she's not complaining enough.
Actually, it's the other way around. A few bloggers complained yesterday that she wasn't complaining enough about something they assumed she'd complain about. Even though whenever she does complain about something they complain that she complains too much.
Is this about someone getting their writer feelings hurt again?
No. It's about a female writer trying to explain that male writers get their books reviewed way more often by major publications than women writers do.
So
a summer ago she pointed out that Jonathan Franzen's new novel, Freedom, got an inordinate amount of attention from the New York Times. And from Oprah again. He was even on the cover of Time magazine.
So
Yesterday some bloggers complained on Twitter that she hadn't complained about how much attention Jeff Eugenides was getting for his new novel, The Marriage Plot. They even said the reason she wasn't complaining was because she didn't have a new book out to promote. As if that's why she complained in the first place.
So, as one blogger asked, why Franzen Freud but no Eugenides Freud?
Because Eugenides isn't getting as much coverage as Franzen did. And the giant freaky cringe-inducing billboard in Times Square was paid for by his publisher, not by a publication. It was completely different. But none of the bloggers ever asked her about it directly. They just complained about her all day and then complained when she complained that they'd gotten it wrong. Because they never interviewed her. Because they thought she wouldn't answer them. Even though they complain that she's on Twitter complaining and arguing about this very topic all the time.
But Jennifer Weiner is a #1 New York Times best-selling author who's sold over 11 million books. And if I'm not mistaken, her movie, In Her Shoes, did way better at the box office than your movie did.
So what's your point?
My point is, why is she complaining at all?
That is the point. Even though she's successful, she's using her position to help other women writers.
Then why were some of the bloggers who complained yesterday women? You'd think they'd be happy that some famous lady chick girly femme writer is out there avenging their hurt writer feelings and trying to make the literary world a better place for them.
I agree with you. For once.
So why isn't there more women writers on women writers action?
Because there's chick lit and literary fiction. And if you're a woman who writes chick lit, the women who write and read literary fiction sometimes aren't very nice to you.
Oh. Boo-hoo. Are you complaining now too? Are your writer feelings all hurt because you write chick lit and you don't have any writer friends?
No.
Writer friends. Writer schmends. Who needs friends, male or female, when you've got a frenemy like me?
Sad but true.
I'm glad we had this conversation, but I have to go. I want to start bad-mouthing Jennifer Weiner all over Twitter as soon as possible.
Why?
To complain that she complains too much about women writers not getting a fair shake when she should be complaining more about self-published writers like me not getting a fair shake. That'll really give her something to complain about since she's already such a complainer.
Oi. Just shoot me.